how have I lost 15 pounds in 3 months and how you can do the exact same. Today I'm gonna share with you how I've gained this weight in the first place, and then I'm going to tell you the exact step-by-step strategy that you can implement to get in shape for summer 2022 and then sustain it for life. So let's jump right into it. The things that I was doing at the very beginning that that made me put on weight. First of all, I wasn't meal prepping, I wasn't tracking any calories. Instead, I would do hours of cardio or random Instagram workouts. I didn't even know what I was doing at the gym. Or I would just stay home and do the endurance training on YouTube with like thousands of sit-ups and crunches. And they were super intense, but they were quick. And because they were so intense, then throughout the day they would spike my hunger levels, and then I would overeat on healthy food, and then I wouldn't also move much because I couldn't be asked. I was so exhausted after this 20-minute hit with Chloe Ting, and that, I just couldn't be asked to go on a walk or anything. And that ultimately, these actions, lack of activity, sedentary lifestyle, which is classic, exhaustion from workouts and then overeating all these healthy foods, that was crucial, put me on a calorie deficit, what we want to do, calorie surplus, which then made me ultimately put on weight. And then I had to face a very, very harsh reality at the time, and it wasn't fun at all, because I finished my 30-day clothing workout, and actually before that, sorry for backtracking now, before that, I decided to take one last step. It was one last chance for myself. I was like, okay, if this exercise isn't working, then I shall try some diet, I guess. I was very resistant to it, didn't want to do it, but I was like, okay, work hard, play hard, no pain, no gain, so I guess I'm gonna try it. And so I go for that replacement meal shake diet, and it was very good for the skin actually, and it gave me some little results, but it was super restrictive, and it really messed up my relationship with food. I developed the beliefs that I started labeling foods as good or bad. I would believe that nothing comes easy in life, that it like injects into different areas of your life, not only in the nutrition, then it goes to your relationship, it goes to your business, it goes to your career. So that was super, super detrimental doing the diet, and I was exhausted, I was frustrated, and the hardest truth that I had to face was I was a personal trainer who didn't know how to lose weight myself. But very deep down, I always had a very big drive, have a big passion for helping women breaking from their body hell. But I couldn't do it by myself, so I decided I gotta do what it takes to be able to then speak to you, just like today, and share my story and show you that it's possible to be able to lose weight in a fun and effortless way with eating foods that you love and without having to restrict needed hours of cardio. So I'm super happy to be here today and speak to you about how to do this. So let's jump into the second section now, which is what I was doing. I will share my exact strategy to lose the weight. First off, let's start from the very, very important thing, the most important thing, which is being on a calorie deficit, simply. That can be achieved in 3 things. First of all, you can basically eat less, the easiest thing. Not going to give you the body recomposition then, but that's the option. You can eat less and move more, which I was doing, and you can only move more. which is also an option. But I was basically eating less and moving more. I put myself on a calorie deficit of 1,650, I guess, with a macro split of 30% protein, 40% carbs, 40% 30% 30% protein, 30% fats, and 40% carbs. It was something along that line. But what you can do, you can just go and search a calorie calculator, and it will do that automatically for you, because everyone is different. None of us is going to have the same macro split, and that tool can help you determine. It's not perfect, but it's a great start to determine your calorie and macro split, and it's definitely going to put you on a calorie deficit if you want to. It is going to work. So I will link this down below. And why is it important now to track these calories? So it's not only for the sake of staying on a calorie deficit, I'm a huge believer that if you'd like to have a sustainable change, not a quick fix, you actually do gonna put some effort but into calorie tracking, because it allows you to become more knowledgeable about nutrition, and knowledge is power. It's gonna set you free long term, because you will be able to eyeball food. You'll be able to know what it's in that food. You'll be able to gain that basic nutritional knowledge that then it's going to give you the freedom of choosing the foods, of controlling your weight actually, and then sharing your knowledge with others and helping others break free from body hell. So I use that with the right mindset. If you use that, then you use that for your own knowledge and reference to make more knowledgeable and informed food choices, right? Not to restrict yourself, not to put yourself on a massive calorie deficit and eat trash. You gotta eat, that's the next point actually, you gotta eat 80% of sort of clean foods for the body, to nourish your body if you wear your workouts, and then 20% foods for the soul, to enjoy yourself, to be able to still eat foods that you love. And that is going to change your belief system, entire belief system about eating foods. It's going to set you free from the anxiety when eating on social occasions. You no longer feel guilty for eating the foods that you love, and you will be able to keep making progress whilst eating foods that you love, which is the most amazing point and most amazing transformation I've made, because that gave me the freedom I was seeking for so long, I was missing for so long. And so that's super great news, super important thing. And also it allows you to tally the macronutrients as well, which is a key for body recomposition if you want to do so. Body recomposition means that you are losing fat with gaining muscles, which allows you to get an amazing transformation, that shredded abs. The next point I want to cover now, it's the training, right? So with the training, my biggest mistake was that I was doing these hours of cardio and running on a treadmill and less hours, and then doing that high intensity trainings that were short but very intense, and not doing much afterwards. So what I want to tell you now is that the secret is in the weight training or resistance training, and that is because it builds muscle. So if you compare cardio and weight training right now, cardio allows you, that is a fact, allows you to burn actually sometimes or most of the time more calories during one session, but it will be only with weight training that will allow you to not only lose calories during the session but also days and weeks afterwards, because you will be building that muscle tissue that is the most metabolically active, of course, providing that you are eating the enough amount of protein, which always comes back to nutrition again. Then you will be creating more muscle, and muscle needs so much energy. You need so much energy from your body to build muscle. And where does the energy come from? Yes. You're right, it comes from fat. So you're gonna burn fat while sleeping, eating, relaxing, and of course, exercising. So this is why weight training, you need to prioritize that. Stay on top of weight training before you start thinking of cardio, which is a great news, isn't it? Because you no longer need to do hours of cardio. But it doesn't mean that you can stop. You can stop. Of course, you can stop. It means that we are going to do that for different reasons, but you are also going to reduce that to still stay on top of our cardiovascular health, because that is super important. And also cardio is amazing to do in the morning because it also allows you to clear your brain from stressed cells, cells that have been damaged by stress. Release so many endorphins, and also allow you to create more new brain cells, which allows you to learn more in less time, and then focus more as well and be productive at work. So I do advise my clients to also implement cardio into their weekly routine. So what I was doing at that time to lose that 15 pounds in 3 months was 40 minutes of cardio weekly, and that's what I also recommend to my clients to do. So they can boost also the calorie expenditure, of course, that helps, and stay on top of the cardiovascular health as well for the future. It's super important, and it's also super fun activity, because cardio doesn't only mean running on a treadmill. It could mean skipping the rope, it could mean riding a bike, or now that brings me to another point. There is also another type of cardio that is called low intensity cardio, which is walking, a non-exercise activity that is actually going to be a complete life changer for you. So with walking, any non-exercise activity, cardio is going to boost that calorie expenditure throughout the day, which means that you will be burning more calories. Therefore, you don't need to restrict so much. You need to be on a huge calorie deficit and eat much less food. You can still be eating a lot of food, enjoy it, and keep losing weight, keep boosting your metabolism, keep feeling better, because if you're walking, you also release endorphins, and it's amazing what it can do to your daily calorie expenditure. You're going to be basically become a fat burner when you start doing this. So what I was doing, 10,000 steps a day. That was my main goal, and you can achieve that very easily. It's a 1.5 hour walk, and you can call your friend, talk with them on the phone, record voice notes, listen to the podcast. So much more productive you will become as well. Clear your mind, whatever you want, and it's gonna have multiple different benefits on not only fat loss but also your mindset. And now let's talk about the last but not least important thing, which is tracking your progress, guys. Tracking your progress. You will not even realize how much power lies in tracking your progress. Whether it is just taking your progress pictures or taking measurements, both of them are amazing tools to keep you motivating and to keep you accountable, especially taking progress pictures. Because, here is the thing. If you obsess over the scales, not every single person is the same, and some people who tend to have more fat, they will be losing it much faster, they'll be losing more weight. It's not a competition, you can't compare yourself to the person that had more weight than you, and then judge yourself by how much weight you've lost. Also, if you gain muscle is much more dense than fat, therefore it's going to be heavier. And so if you put on muscle and lose fat, you might actually end up gaining some weight, or stay the same. So that's why it's so important to have something on the side. And progress pictures always reflect the best. Always they show you the exact transformation you're going through, the exact progress. And that's what's going to keep you accountable. That's what's going to help you keep going. See what's working, see what doesn't work, so you can make changes, and just face the reality. So cannot emphasize that enough, how important that is to take these progress pictures. And then the last advice, and the most important, it's to keep it sustainable, to start small and gradually increase your efforts, you guys, This is important because if you can imagine jumping into a very hot pot, like a super hot pot, you're going to jump right out of it as soon as you came in. That's what happens when you go into tracking, being calorie deficit, then doing freaking 5,000 workouts a week. Start small, okay? If you don't feel like you have time to do 5 workouts a week, do 3, okay? Keep walking, try the calorie deficit, or implement these things gradually so it works for you. It doesn't need to take you 3 months. The fact that I've lost 15 pounds in 3 months doesn't mean that you are going to do it in 3 months. Just like I said, depends how much you're weighing, depends what is your height, what is your gender, everything, So do not compare yourself to myself or any other influencer. It's just, I'm sharing with you how you can lose weight. But keep an eye on your progress pictures and you'll be just fine. And also with that hot water analogy, if you jump, if you do gradual progress, start small and gradually build the progress, the efforts. It's like jumping to the warm water and gradually increase the temperature. So then you are adapting it to that new temperature, and you're allowing yourself to be consistent. And then the change becomes sustainable because you develop new habits, you change your lifestyle, you change yourself, you change your perception, and that's when it becomes a new reality. You basically breaking through body health and becoming a healthier, greatest, fittest version of yourself. That is beautiful. That's what's happened for me when I first achieved my body recomposition. That is beautiful, and it's beautiful that I can share that with you today. If you still feel like you would like some more support, you want to get undeniable results with a very short period of time, if you are struggling with inner critic, with anxiety, with restriction, just living a life of restriction, not feeling worthy and good enough to achieve results, keep sabotaging yourself, but deep down, you always feel that there is a part of you that just wants to break free, that feels that you can actually do it. There is that little hope for you. Then I really, really recommend you to apply for my online coaching, one-to-one coaching. Just fill out the consultation form. And then what happens next, we're going to get on a call, get clear on what you want, what's holding you back, and set a step-by-step plan for you to be able to transform and then sustain that change. So if this is something that you'll be interested in and want to change and transform and sustain it, then go ahead and apply. And with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed today's video, that it was of value to you. And if it was, then hit the like, subscribe, and notification button so you will never ever miss my future uploads. And also comment, ask questions, whatever you'd like. I would love to hear from you guys and get ideas for future videos, because this community, it's what creates, it's what helps me fulfill my purpose. So I really, really appreciate you guys for watching, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day, and see you next time. Bye bye.